It was here on D Street Northwest outside an office building that 13-year-old Bernard Tony Jr. was shot and killed when he allegedly tried to carjack an off-duty federal security officer. It was around 10 Saturday night. Police say the officer was sitting in his car waiting for a shift to start when two juveniles told him to get out.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, a 7th grader. I believe that's like 13-year-old.
Officer in D.C. Fox 9's Aisha Khan is live in Northwest after gathering all the details. And Aisha, to my understanding, this all unfolded near a lot of public safety buildings, right?
Yeah, it did. Sierra, you know, this is the district's Penn Quarter, and depending on who you ask, this area is considered relatively safe given the fact that you have MPD police headquarters here, you have D.C. courts, and you have the U.S. Attorney's Office all located down here at the Penn Quarter area.
I find it rather weird there is so many carjacking and you still call it a relatively safe place. I'm like,
Yeah, now the attempted carjacking that led to that deadly shooting happened right here in the 600 block of D and 6th Streets on Saturday night just after 10 p.m. D.C. police say 13-year-old Bernard Tony Jr. of the Southeast and another teen walked up to a car which had an off-duty federal security officer sitting inside waiting for his shift to start. Now, police say that's when the duo demanded that he get out of the car. Police say one of the teens was holding his hand sort of in front of his front waistband pocket as if he had a handgun. Now, as a federal security officer who has been identified as William Reynolds got out of his car, he shot Tony Jr. Now, Tony Jr. Died at the hospital. Police are looking for the other teen who was involved in that attempted carjacking. Police also indicated that one of the two teens who had his hand in his front waistband pocket is the one who ran off.
that's so messed up. I have experienced that as a kid. That somebody wants to act cool, but I also know as a kid, never trust somebody that does this and never walk with somebody that does that. Because the message that you send is so dangerous depending on the neighborhood. There might be an unreasonable consequence.
Police say the officer was sitting in his car waiting for a shift to start when two juveniles told him to get out. According to the report, one of the teens had his hand in his front waistband pocket as if he had a handgun. And as he was complying, the officer pulled a gun and shot Tony in the chest.
The fact in this whole news article, they didn't even mention that the cop was white makes me believe that the cop was black and makes me believe that it might be a cop that understands their neighborhood. He might have actually been afraid of his life because he understands it better than the people that want to advocate race hustling. We understand. I'm like, you don't even live, you don't even work there. Why are you giving an opinion when you are never in a position that your life might be in danger?
A second juvenile ran away. The off-duty officer's gun was the only one recovered from the scene.
Guns, carjackings, 13-year-olds.
Poor leadership, no accountability, no fathers at home, a recipe for disaster.
Recipe for tragedy.
Two sources familiar with the investigation confirmed that Tony was arrested last May for a carjacking and robbery spree. This map shows the area where he allegedly committed 9 crimes in a 6-week period. News 4 reported he was 12 years old at the time.
He did already carjacking? It's like normal? You can see it over here, 9 crimes in 6 weeks all over the freaking city. He's an expert. Or he's guided by an expert. At least the one that escaped to put the hand in the pocket. Look at the map. Armed robbery, armed carjacking. So either they're faking it very good or they do have a gun.
It's unclear what happened with those cases and why Tony was back on the street. In a one-on-one interview, Chief Pamela Smith told News 4 she wanted to be sensitive to the teen's parents and classmates.
He was known to the Metropolitan Police Department, and it's just unfortunate that this particular incident happened on Saturday night.
We could see police presence at the school today. Counseling services were also being offered to students. The school principal sent a letter to parents saying Tony was a smart and talented student. He had a natural comedic ability and loved to make people laugh, especially when he would joke that he was the principal of Kelly Miller Middle.
Look, he did a bunch of stuff. Assault, armed robbery, armed carjacking. And I'm like, You still gonna tell me that he was a good kid? Maybe people thought he was a good kid because they know snitches get stitches. I don't know. It can be a different story, you know, but you always embellish in a very positive way. That doesn't surprise me. He never had accountability. He could do that. He was a known kid by the police. I know, man. This is sad. It's freaking sad. You don't have kids that have amazingly good grade and they go carjacking people, okay? It doesn't go hand in hand. It balances out, okay? So stop telling me he was an upstanding citizen, but because what do you mean by that? He was cute and black? I don't know. It's weird because anything that is not white is an upstanding citizen these days. Robbed? Actually, I did rob around that age. You know what I robbed? Comic books. Because I didn't want to hurt somebody, but I was so bored. Bored. Yes, not I wanted to look. I was bored. But carjacking, man, it must be a cultural thing. In America, at least. But anyway, that's it. Just wanted to let you know. Like, share the